Hello students, my name is Reni and today we will be discussing question number 4. Question number 4 is an experiment conducted by a student, and this is an experiment conducted by a student to determine the thermal capacity of a metal block. So the block is heated by an electric heater for 23 minutes and the current in the heater is 3 amperes. So you have been given what is capital I, 3 amperes at a potential difference of 12 volts. So 12 volts, this is the voltage, you have been given the voltage also. The temperature of the block rises from 20 degrees Celsius to 70 degrees Celsius. This means there is a temperature change from 20 degrees Celsius to 70 degrees Celsius. Now we need to calculate the thermal capacity of the block. So we need to calculate what is the thermal capacity. It is represented by capital C. Okay, so there are two equations what we need to work out. So first equation we will be working out. Capital Q, you are already aware, E is equal to heat energy. Heat energy can be derived by using this formula. It is equal to, heat energy is equal to the voltage multiplied by current multiplied by the time. So here you have already been given what is the voltage, 12 volts now, and the current is 3 amperes, and here the time is 23 minutes. You need to concentrate what is the minutes. It is given in minutes, you need to convert that into seconds. So you have to multiply 23 into 60 so that it gets converted into seconds. So now the whole equation becomes 12 volts multiplied by 3 amperes into 23 into 60 seconds, and you will get, if you have a calci you can multiply, you will get this answer. Q is equal to 49,680 joules, or you can write J, capital J. So you have got what is capital Q, but in the question Q is not been asked. They have asked capital C, the thermal capacity. So now one more equation you are already aware. Q is equal to C delta T. Delta T is the temperature, change in temperature. You have been already given the change in temperature from 20 degrees Celsius to 70 degrees Celsius. So you can easily use this equation. Q is equal to C delta T, and Q from above you can substitute that value. 49,680 joules is equal to capital C multiplied by the temperature change. Temperature change is given 70 minus 20 degrees Celsius. You will get this answer as 50. Okay, so any value that is multiplied over here, when it goes to the other side of the equal to sign, it will get the opposite multiplication. Opposite is division. That is why when you move this 50 to the opposite side of the equal to, it becomes divided in the division, in the denominator side. So this value is in the numerator and this goes to the denominator. Once you divide, you will get the answer in joule per degree Celsius. So this, once you calculate this answer, you will get the answer. You will get the thermal capacity of the metal block. So this is what we have answered. We have answered the question, and you can easily calculate that thermal capacity of the block using this. Okay, thank you so much. Hello students, previously we had seen question 4th A. Now we will be moving to question 4B, the first part. This is the question wherein the question is written as follows. Two metal spheres of different diameters. You can see there are two metal spheres over here of different diameter are heated at 900 degrees Celsius in an oven. Okay, these two spheres are removed from the oven. Once they are removed, state and explain any difference in the initial emission of radiation of thermal energy between the two spheres. So you need to explain the difference in the initial rates of emission of radiation of thermal energy between the two spheres. Right? You can see these two spheres. I have drawn a figure. This is the largest sphere and this is a smaller sphere, because you need to draw two different diameters. So one I have taken a larger one and second I have taken a smaller diameter sphere. So our answer should be two metal spheres have different diameters. This we have already taken from the question. Now the if you can see from the picture, larger diameter will have more surface area. So that is what we are coming up to. The larger sphere with more diameter will have more surface area. You can see it has more surface area compared to the surface area of the smaller diameter sphere. The larger sphere will lose more thermal energy because this larger sphere will lose more thermal energy because of more surface area when compared to the smaller sphere with less diameter. When this is compared to this will lose more thermal energy. So this is the answer of the fourth B, the first part. So we have answered the fourth B, first part. Hello students, last time we had seen question 4b, the first part. So now we will be going for question 4b, the second part. Okay, in the second part there is a question given that one sphere is now heated in a hotter oven. What means a hotter oven? Means that in a sense that sphere is already heated before putting it into the hotter oven, so you are heating it again. Okay, so that is the difference. Now we need to state and explain any effect on the rate of emission of radiation of thermal energy from that sphere when it is removed from the hotter oven. So now what we need to explain, that you need to state and explain any effect on the rate of radiation. If there is a radiation, is it increasing or is it decreasing? You need to explain that when it is removed from that hotter oven. So we'll come to the answer. The answer is the hotter sphere is again heated, as I told you earlier, is heated again. The heated sphere is taken into a hotter oven and it is put into a hotter oven. So that is why we are writing the first sentence, the hot sphere is again heated. Second is that when this hot sphere is removed from the hotter oven, the hot sphere will have higher rate of emission of radiation. Okay, why is that? Due to this, when the temperature difference is more, there will be the rate of radiation from the hotter sphere will be more. This is the main reason why it is more. Okay, the high temperature difference more will be the rate of radiation from the hotter sphere. Okay, the higher the rate of radiation, the hotter is the sphere. Okay, so this is the main reason why it is hotter. Okay, so we have solved the fourth question B, the second part. And let me give you once again what we had completed right now. We had taken a hotter sphere and we have put the hotter sphere into one hotter oven. Once it is taken from the hotter oven after heating, we need to explain why it is emitting more radiation. So we had come to this point. This is the main point. Higher temperature difference, the more will be the rate of radiation from the hotter sphere. Okay, so this we have explained. Thank you so much.